Guarded gun caching secrets are guaranteed to keep your weapons safe and out of sight when the going gets tough. But listen up. For security reasons, the Hide Your Guns book and even the website may disappear without warning at any time. Go to hideyourguns.com. That's hideyourguns.com. Or call 877-327-0365 before they come for your guns. Hideyourguns.com right now. Right now.
Are you wondering about your retirement portfolio? Are you confident that the financial advisor is experienced enough to combat climbing interest rates, taxes, and inflation? Stop guessing and go to the expert, Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster. When you subscribe to the International Forecaster, you get Robert Chapman's 45 years of experience and concise investment recommendations. Who needs sugar-coated excuses when you can get the cold hard facts and proven investment leads you can't get anywhere else? For a free introductory copy to Robert Chapman's International Forecaster, subscribe now at theinternation.forecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. Experience the difference. When you subscribe, you can email Robert Chapman directly to obtain investment advice tailored just for you. Don't wait another minute. Subscribe today at theinterntionalforecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. That's 877-479-8178.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
You really can lose weight while you're sleeping. Guaranteed. AffinityDiet.com introduces Lose and Snooze and the One-Day Diet. Great tasting Lose and Snooze from AffinityDiet.com is the first step in our guaranteed weight loss system. Lose and Snooze will help your body get a deep restorative sleep without the harmful side effects of pharmaceutical drugs. And during deep natural sleep, your body starts to shed unwanted pounds, build lean muscle, and lose inches. Add AffinityDiet.com's One-Day Diet waivers and your metabolism keeps going with all the vitamins and minerals you need with no rebound effect. But don't worry, you're never more than 24 hours from your favorite foods. Learn more about Lose and Snooze and the One-Day Diet at AffinityDiet.com, spelled AFFINITY diet.com, or call toll-free 855-663-3438. That's 855-663-3438. Finally, a diet that succeeds where others have failed from AffinityDiet.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a Google search term today, and I salute you for being involved in it. It's having a huge effect. You just go to Google and enter this term in over and over again, Obama kill switch, and that will lead them not just to our article, but many other articles breaking this down. Obama kill switch. Administration fears Egypt-style revolt in U.S. That's our article up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And I want to get into kill switches with Max Keiser here in a moment. But Max, I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not a brain surgeon. I'm not the inventor of a stock exchange, predictive system like you are. But I've studied history. I know what really destroyed Rome was currency devaluation, what destroyed the Weimar Republic, Germany, what's destroyed economically Zimbabwe. I mean, I understand basic facts of economics, and the globalists know this. And I've read their white papers that are public. They want a tyrannical world government. They want one-child policies. They want all this tyranny. They want to make us debt slaves. They're setting up their world government. Still, yuppies giggle because they were preconditioned that didn't exist. I mean, at a certain point, we've just got to get the word out and identify these Ken Lay, Bernie Madoff types and call for them to be brought to justice. They've sold derivatives. They've sold counterfeit. They are swindlers that make Ponzi look like an angel, and it's either us or them. They're clearly financing terrorists as a pretext to take our liberties. Clearly, we've got to bring them to justice for buying off our politicians, for engaging in economic espionage. It's either us or them. What is the state of the world right now? How are the globalists doing? Because it looks like they're having some problems as they try to eat the elephant of the once free and independent planet. And where do you see all this basically ending up? And what do all of us, out there listening, need to do to really get aggressive and ensure that as things implode further, folks know who to blame? Because these bankers who've engineered this on record are spreading their filthy wings over us, telling us that they're a mama chicken, wanting to keep us safe, when in reality they're buzzards, they're vultures, they're carrion eaters.
Well, you had on your site a fantastic video, and I watched the whole thing. Was Welcome to the Reservation by I guess it's Russell Means.
Yes,
and this is an important video to watch because this is the agenda: is effectively put people onto the new reservation. And as we know, the homelessness in America is skyrocketing. And once these people fall off the grid, they become homeless, they also become forgotten. And the reason you don't hear about the problems is because these people are on the margins, they're living in tent cities, and they're just worried day-to-day survival. And this is the new reservation. And the same people who created their first reservations, they rolled across America, and they put forth a business model that was not very sustainable. They ran out of space in America. They ran out of space in other countries. So they're coming back to America, and they're rolling back through again. And anybody who's middle class or lower class is being essentially disenfranchised and put on reservations, or they end up in the prison system, or they end up in what we call the casino gulag system. And what will be left is more for the people who are doing this. And the problem is that for those to get a good critical mass of resistance, it's difficult because every time people are pushed out of the system and off the grid, they end up kind of off the grid, and it becomes difficult to rally them, and then their whole life becomes one of surviving for existence. The founding fathers of the United States, they were not people living hand to mouth. They were the yuppies of that century who became who thought that they could create a better country, and they did.
Instead of having, a cool hairstyle, to show how cool they were, they started a country. And now our heroes are basketball players and tattoo artists and people that act cool instead of being cool and actually knowing how the world works and being involved. And I'm not bashing folks that wear cowboy hats or have green hair or have tattoos. I don't care. The point is, we've been taught that that's how you rebel. No, you rebel by being informed and taking your country back. And for me, Max, it's how criminal the banks are. It's how outrageously obvious it is. And still, I just hear the ignorance out there on the streets.
Okay, well, look at what's happening. Bring it on a global basis here, because we've often said on your show that it's a global thing. And so look what's happening in Cairo and Egypt. Now, at the root of these problems, particularly in Egypt, it's the price of food has recently skyrocketed because of these bankers, because of what they've been doing in manipulating these food prices.
I'll tell you what, Max, stay there. I want to get into Cairo next. That was my next issue. And strangely enough, a top banker agrees with you.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find work might not agree. Perhaps the recession ended for the bankers and government employees, but for the rest of us, things seem to be getting worse. Gold and silver haven't heard the news either. They've begun their long-expected journey to the moon. In addition to converting your shrinking dollars into gold and silver, you should consider a food savings account from eFoods Direct. They both make fabulous investments. Food is our greatest dependency, and we know it will be more precious than any financial resource. You and your family need food to survive a crisis, and you can't eat paper, stocks, or metals. Alex has been urging you to invest in delicious, easy-fix meals to enjoy now or save for long-term. This will freeze the cost of your food while you can still afford it. Visit efoodsdirect.com on the internet or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com. or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
Take its toll. If you could flick a switch and open your third eye, you'd see that we should never be afraid to die. Rise up and take the power back. It's time the fat cats had a heart attack. You know that their time's coming to an end. We have to unify and watch our flag ascend.
We are back live. We're going to jam in some phone calls for the one, the only Max Keiser. Go a little bit into overdrive with him as well today. We are in an information war. You are fighters on the front lines, not behind us, but right beside us. And this move towards open authoritarianism, selling it as if it's new and cool, same thing happened in the 30s with Mussolini and Hitler, is really being pushed right now by the globalists. And they drive a really sickening bargain. Give up all your liberty, and in exchange, we'll give you more tyranny. And then give up even more liberty, and we'll give you more tyranny. It's time to say V for victory against the New World Order. And our operation, the answer to 1984 or 1776, has been incredibly successful. Just massive, thousands and thousands of emails concerning it. People all over the office.